has not been since 2001. I have learnt my lesson from the last video. And
the funny thing is, you kept saying it. I was like 2001, and you were like,
you know what? I was hearing 2021. You know what? Don't let us revisit the past. The past is in the past, okay? And we are in 2023.
Yes.
Not 2003, 2023. So again, welcome back to this YouTube channel. For those who do not know my name is Ulan.
She is Ulan, yes.
What's your name?
Oh, you would have said, and this is Wura. Like, I'm sure Wura.
Exactly. You know your name, Joe. Anyway, so Ulan and Wura back again with another episode on the series I've been talking about. If you're wondering what that is, it's in the previous video that is on our channel. So please go there, watch, give us thumbs up, and subscribe as well. So, recap, we were talking about
Japa Chronicles.
Japa Chronicles, and basically the need to set your expectations when it comes to getting a job and how quickly that can happen, right? And being open-minded to different opportunities that can come your way. And today, well, last time I told you guys that I was going to share a story about how I almost got scammed. And yes, this has to do with employment scam when you japa. There's a lot of it. Omo,
You would think, honestly speaking, you would think that you will not experience something like that in a first world country. But man, it's too much. It's plenty. I feel like I've had more scam encounters.
Yeah. I actually think it's worse. I actually do think it's worse here than back home. I mean,
it's probably getting worse there as well, because every other day you hear about money being taken from people's accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
I feel like I wasn't expecting. And also, considering the time, at the time when we went to Australia, right? I personally hadn't had any scam encounters in Nigeria. But I'm sure that if I was in Nigeria now, I'll be singing a different tone, right?
No. I mean, I know that when it comes to scammers, like back home, it's something we are aware about. But I don't think we talk enough about scammers abroad. Those ones are even more sophisticated. And it's crazy. I will share one of my stories, and then Wura also has a short story to share with us. But yes. For today, I will do her the honors of going first, because, Okay, so my story. This was in what year did I move here? 2021 January, I believe January, and this happened to me sometime in March. I'm talking about just a few weeks. So, I moved to Canada at a time where we were doing the COVID thing was really serious, and you had to quarantine like 2 weeks before you move into the community. Before you join the community, basically you have to be in isolation. And during the 2 weeks, I remember when I was flying in, I kept thinking to myself, oh my God, I need to get a job like instantly. There's tons of jobs everywhere. I need to get a job. I'm very qualified. I have a master's degree. I have work experience. I can land a job like that. And I went online. I went on this massive application spree. Morning to night. 9 to 5, I was literally pumping out applications. I applied to so many jobs. I thought my resume was like top notch, but again, now that I think back, I probably didn't have a great resume, but that's something we'll talk about in another episode. Anyways, back to the story. So, I slept, I woke up. There's nothing I could do. I could either eat, sleep, watch movies, and pump out applications. I did so many. So many. Don't ask me how many, just know it was a lot because I was desperate. Then I got this email notification from someone. Hey,
it was just random.
Yeah. Hey, we are happy to reach out to you. We think you qualify for one of these jobs, blah, 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 blah. All of those wordings. And to be honest...
First red flag. You don't recall applying for this job, right?
No.
Okay.
That's one red flag, right? And to be honest, I don't think most of us have the habit of tracking where you submit applications to. And for me, I didn't see it as so much of a red flag at the time, because one, I was desperate, so I wasn't looking for red flags. And secondly was because you know how recruiters can reach out to you. It's normal for you to get headhunted by recruiters, to be honest, and firms. They see your resume like on maybe a job seeking platform, and they reach out to you because you think you qualify. It's normal. So again, people do take advantage of that, so you need to make sure you're very careful. Anyways, fast forward, I went in there, I responded back to them, and then they're like, we would conduct like a virtual interview of some sorts, and it would be on, I don't know, there was something involving Telegram. They wanted me to follow them on their Telegram page and something like that, and they would have like an audio or video, I guess, interview. And at the time, because it was COVID, a lot of interviews were being done virtually, so you actually didn't need to go into the office. And first of all, I thought, Telegram, this is a red flag. I've never seen anyone doing an interview via Telegram. But then again, because I moved to a new country, I'm like, you know what, maybe people do things differently here. Let me just give it a benefit of the doubt, even though my gut feeling was telling me that there's something weird. Telegram is like WhatsApp. Like, what are you talking about? Anyways, I decided, you know what, I really need a job. And to be honest, the money they were offering me was like ridiculous. It was like 80-something thousand, or close
Second red flag.
Yeah, close to 90,000 for the role. And I was like, okay. I was thinking about flights to Dubai. I'll buy my Mercedes Benz. I, get this beautiful house. I already finished spending the money in my head, just so you guys know. Anyway,
what was the role supposed to be that they'll pay you 90K?
I don't even remember. Like, I'll probably have to dig through my emails, but yeah, just know it was something quite bizarre. Anyways, that happened, and then next step, they asked me to, they said they're going to issue me, now they sent me an email with the requirements. Oh, you are successful, we love you, we want you to do this role, and these are the things I would need from you. So
sorry, at this point you had the interview,
the so-called Telegram thing.
So did you do like a recording, or did you speak to someone face to face?
I actually it was a phone call.
Oh, so you spoke to someone.
So they called me via they called me via Telegram, and I didn't actually get to see anybody's face, but it turns out that the photo, like the profile picture of the person, I think it was like a random stock photo that they had picked online to use, because honestly, the voice that talked to me, it sounded maybe Asian or South Asian or something. It was not the person's picture.
The person on
it
the
was
picture
not
was
matching.
A white person.
Yeah. It was just not
red flag number
going
3
together. So then they asked me to send a couple of information. They sent me these forms to fill, and on that form, one of the information they asked me for was my credit card information. I'm like, you say wait, Amy or Niger? Never. And I think at that point is when my eyes opened. I had been so blinded the whole time, because I wanted to have hope. I really need this job. I'm desperate, and I didn't move with a lot of money, so I needed to start earning, and I was so blinded. But the moment they asked me for my credit card information, I'm like, you say never. You can never ever get me. And at that point, that was when I realized that shit, I just almost got scammed by employment scammers. And trust me, what would have happened is if I had given them my credit card information, I would not return back to Nigeria because this one will clear everything in my credit card.
So don't be overly dramatic.
Not well. To be honest, at that point, I think I would, because you're just coming in.
You're already very overwhelmed.
Exactly. I would have felt
life. And that was even COVID period.
COVID, and there's no money, and then you put this small change I have, you now collect it. No, it was wild, and I'm just grateful that I didn't go through with it. But this is just me. I got lucky. There's tens and thousands of people who land here, and almost all their money gone. So make sure you never ever disclose your credit card information to anybody. There's no legitimate employer that will ask you to provide that. If they want to pay you for like your salary and stuff, they ask for your bank information, like your normal account number and your name, and that's it. They don't need anything else. But anyone who asks you for a credit card, red flag. Anybody who tells you to have an interview on Telegram, and it's not like a Zoom or like a normal thing, red flag. So make sure that you are keeping that in mind when random people send you emails trying to headhunt you for a role. Do your due diligence. And you know, the funny thing is, I actually went and I actually did a bit of research. So it wasn't like I was just blindly following. I looked up the website. Yeah, so like they had an office address in England, and yeah, it looked legit, honestly. And I think that was one of the things that made me fall for it, because I was quite skeptical when they randomly messaged me. But I was like, oh, these people have a full website, they look legit. It was well done, like it was well set up. So yeah, scammers are on another level now, so you need to make sure that you are very careful. It's good to be proactive once you look for a job, but just make sure you do a lot of due diligence. And if you see any red flag, if your gut feeling tells you that there's something off about these people, most likely then there is something definitely wrong, and you need to just take a step back before you disclose any personal information that they could use to destroy you and your family. So that's my story, and yeah, I'm just glad that did not take my small change.
No, but it's your credit card. It's not like the money was even. It's a
doesn't matter.
Card.
You know what? So
no, I'm joking.
No, I know, but just to kind of add on that very quickly, I know in Nigeria, if you disclose information you're not supposed to, they won't take it as fraudulent, and they're not going to. I mean, it happened to me one of the banks whose name I won't mention, but it happened to me, and I didn't get my money back. So in this case, I don't know, because if I give them my credit card information,
no, they'll definitely
then
definitely.
I don't know if they're going to refund the money. No, regardless.
They so like, you know how on your credit card you have to pay back, right? So it's either like just depending on the bank and their procedures, but there could possibly be a way that you could possibly recover it, but like you won't have to pay for those transactions because it's fraudulent, right? Yeah. So there's a possibility that might be the case. Yeah. But another thing is, sometimes you might have to pay for it. I don't know.
Who knows? Just avoid. If you
that touch.
Avoid it so that you don't have to find yourself in a mess. Because one thing you don't want to do is get into a lot of debt. Debt is another thing that's very hard to come out of for some people. So
very easy to go in. That's another story, because we'll
talk about it.
I have some people that I know personally that came here and they're like this.
Yeah, you know what? We'll talk about that in another episode. Yeah. So yes, you have your own story to share about the scam.
My own, I'll just go very fast, and mine was just saying, I've actually had several scam experiences. In short, one, I was actually like a victim, but I'm not going to say here because I'm not in the mood.
Wow, you're not in the mood?
No.
Should be in the mood next episode?
No, not next episode. Maybe depending on how well you guys do.
If you want to really, guys,
you want to hear my story,
I want to hear this gist. So please
then
subscribe.
You have to subscribe and like.
I really want to hear this gist. So
please share. Yeah. But anyway, this one now I was on my own, jejely. I got text message. CRA refund.
CRA is
Canada Revenue Agency.
Exactly. So people in charge about taxes.
I've gotten tax refund though. Me wey just they come outside. Is this how they should do their thing? They'll just give you tax refund like that. At that time, I'm not even sure that
Had you filed any taxes?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't remember, but I don't think so, Sha. But I got text though. I said, anyway, maybe it's true.
Free money.
Maybe this is the case. The money was like $200 and something.
Hi.
So I'm like, this money will help my life. Well, let me see, Sha. What's the harm in clicking a link? So I clicked it. It took me to the CRA website. I swear, this website was legit like it was like the interface was like that. It was like later on I compared and it looked very similar. I think the only difference was maybe some alphabets before the website itself.
The detail.
Like the web address. Yeah. Just probably that. And also like there were like some subtle differences. The placement of the logo and all of that. But I did not know what the CRA website was supposed to look like in the first place. So to me, it looked legit. So I was just clicking, yadi, claim your thingy, Next thing, it said to log in. And you know when you do your CIC, your immigration thingy, you can log in, and then when you're making payments, you put your bank information. There's a way you can log in with your bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this was actually what happened. So in my mind, it was not
strange. It
wasn't
weird.
It wasn't a red flag at that time. Because I'm like, just log in with my banking information. And I logged in with my banking information because it took me to RBC. That's my bank, Royal Bank of Canada. And then I logged in, and then it started to get weird. It started asking me my year of birth, my security questions, like what year was my father born? What is my mother's maiden name? I'm like,
that's weird.
Why do they need all of this information for me to get?
They certainly do not. They do not.
Why?
It's a red flag.
So I did put my year of birth or something like that, but the questions were getting too deeply personal. That's why I'm not like, ging. This is probably a scam. Immediately, I closed the thing. I closed the browser.
The browser.
Went to my banking app, changed my password. Then I called there's a fraud helpline for your bank. So I called that.
That's a good thing to know. There's a fraud helpline.
Yeah, and I called that, and they now advised me to actually what the guy told me. He told me that I should format my phone. That sometimes they put a bug, and it can like track everything and get all your passwords and stuff. But I wasn't about to format my phone.
Because you're going to lose everything. I have to start afresh.
And I don't have enough iCloud storage, so I couldn't back up all my data in the first place. So I just changed my security questions, and for the next few weeks, I was like very cautious. I was looking at every transaction on my account. Like I was double checking everything to make sure I cleared all the cookies on my browser. I just did some things, but I was very cautious. And even till now, if I see any transaction that I don't recognize, I'll call and say, hello, I saw a transaction, please can you give me the details? Because on your history, sometimes you can't see the details,
the full
of
details,
like
but
the
your
merchant or like whatever. So they will not tell me, oh, it was this on this day, and I'll be like, yes, now me do. So yes, don't click on weird sites. Anything you want to, any text you get and you think might be real, just double check on the government website directly. Because if there's any incentive that is going to be paid out, it will definitely be there. They will tell you.
Exactly. And honestly, I think just to add to that, usually with CRA, if you have set up a CRA account, if they send you a message, you will get a notification in your email to say you need to log into your CRA account because you've been sent a message.
Yes.
They don't send text messages to the best of my knowledge.
They do two-factor authentication now.
Exactly.
On both
Set
CRA
it up.
or any of the government websites actually. So True. Do that. Give yourself peace of mind. I usually do not text you. They don't have your number. Nobody's texting you.
Don't be like Wura. If the money seems free, you need to really, really check it very well. Don't be like Wura here. I was looking for free money.
It wasn't.
I almost lost all her money. So
don't be like me, oh.
Yeah.
And don't be like Wura too.
Don't be like me. Don't be like Wura. But most importantly, don't be like Wura. And just watch out for those red flags.
You might now you're showing very weak shots.
It's not weak, my dear, because of its longer shorts.
It's barely.
Anyways,
but
so
that's my story for this one anyway. I have more to share, so
exactly. So we'll see you guys next episode,
subscribe.
And let us know if you find some of this content helpful, and if there's something you want us to talk about, let us know as well in the comment section.
Also, please share your stories.
And
we can cover your stories on
Yeah, you're
episodes.
too shy. Don't worry. We'll tell the world about your story on your behalf.
Yeah, because people actually do need to hear
Yeah.
all of this. Because the more people are
Aware,
the more cautious you'll
the
be.
less
right?
vulnerable you will be as well.
So please share your stories with us. So thank you.
If you want to get our email, it's going to be in the comment section, and you can just send us a quick email with your stories, and we'll be more than willing to share and educate and enlighten the entire world of immigrants that we have moving from country to country. It's been a pleasure with you guys, and we'll see you guys next episode.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao, Bella.